Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Do the Work with Madeline Hewitt, where we get together each and every week to talk about life, uncover our flaws, and do the work to be the best versions of ourselves. As always, however you are choosing to consume this content, please be sure to like, comment, share, rate, follow, subscribe, all of the things so I can continue to bring these episodes to you each and every week and reach as many of you as possible. Today, I want to talk about how to find the courage to chase your dreams, start something new, do something you love, and how to stop letting the fear of failure and the fear of what other people think stop you from starting. I'm in this period of my life where I think for the first time ever, I'm starting to live my life for me. I'm starting to really do things that I love to do. I'm starting to get a little more comfortable with the idea of failure. I'm starting to get a little more comfortable with caring a little less about what other people think. And I am here to tell you, it is not easy. It is not easy to recondition yourself and change the way that you think. But I am here to tell you that once you start to feel that shift in mindset, it is so freeing. But first, it is time for a little life update. So last week was my birthday. I turned 27 years old last week, and it was just honestly such a good week. I had my birthday dinner on Tuesday with all of my best girlfriends. And then on Saturday, my friend threw this darty party during the day. And I share my birthday week with one of my best friends. So her birthday was actually on Saturday. So it was just the most fun day, and I enjoyed it so much, and I got to spend my birthday with people that I love so much, and it was honestly just such a good way to enter 27. Also, last week, I did something kind of major for me. I posted about my podcast for the first time on my personal Instagram. This was major for me. I was so scared to post on my personal Instagram. It's been something that has been at the forefront of my mind for really since I started. And honestly, the reception was incredible. The words that people had to say were just so nice. The reception was just everything I could have hoped for. I received so many kind DMs and text messages and people talking to me in person about the work that I'm doing. And it honestly just felt incredible. It felt like exactly what I would have hoped for, but that my fear kind of kept telling me was not going to happen. So that really ties into today's episode, which is, partially why I'm doing this episode. But I just want to say again, thank you so much to everyone that had kind words to say, words of encouragement, words of praise, and just people that are noticing the change in my life and can see it on my face and see it in the way that I move and the way that I talk. It's very good feeling to have that be recognized, and very good feeling for people to be proud of the work that you're doing. So that was awesome. Also, as I talked about last week, my Facebook and Instagram did get hacked. I really have no idea how I managed to do this, but I got my Facebook and Instagram back within 48 hours. It was insane. If you read about getting your Facebook and Instagram hacked on the internet, Reddit, wherever, it is depressing because people are it takes months to get it back. Facebook just has the worst support ever, and honestly their support was really difficult to get a hold of a human being. But that's what I spent that whole Sunday doing, was just working to get my Facebook and Instagram back. I ended up getting to a human and was able to chat with them, and essentially they told me that there was nothing they could do for me, that all I could do was fill out the form and wait and expect for it to be a couple months. And then all of a sudden 2 days later, I started getting all of these emails that felt like things were happening and things were getting unlocked. So I just kept following all of the directions, and then I got my account back. It was awesome. It was honestly awesome. I created a whole nother Instagram because I was convinced that it was going to take months and like I still wanted to be able to keep up with people. And I like just followed the people that I like really, really cared about like keeping up with their lives. And yeah, I didn't even need to do that because I got my Instagram back in 2 days. So that was, I don't know if it was luck or if the universe just wanted me to have my Instagram so that I could post my podcast that week. Like it just felt like it all aligned and I was meant to have it back and I was meant to post and it was just so good. And yeah, it was honestly a really good week. Also, this Friday marks 90 days alcohol free for me. I am so excited and I am going to be doing an episode checking in, my 90-day check-in on my alcohol-free journey, and I am just really, really, really freaking proud of myself. Honestly, it has become normal to me at this point and I don't find it difficult anymore, and I'm going to talk about all of that and just kind of the reception that I've gotten on it and all of that. But honestly, I am so incredibly happy and so incredibly proud that it will be 90 days this Friday. So that is so exciting. And I can't wait to share with y'all a little bit more about my journey and kind of where I'm at and kind of where I see myself going, all of the fun things. So that episode will be out this Friday, marking 90 days alcohol free. Okay, so back to today's episode. So I am one of those people that has 1,000,001 ideas come to my mind all the time. Honestly, shout out to my mom for being my sounding board for all of my ideas over the years. She has been just such a neutral ground, so supportive. So she lets me bounce ideas off of her and it's awesome. But she has heard everything under the sun. I wanted to be a doctor at one point. I wanted to be a personal trainer. I wanted to be a baker. I wanted to be a travel blogger. I wanted to go back to school to be a psychologist. Like I have wanted to do so many things over the years. And so many times I've had this great idea. Some I've even gotten the ball rolling on to start trying. And every single time the idea either fizzled or I gave up until I started this personal journey, which led me to YouTube and podcasting. This is the first thing I have ever felt passion for that I've truly immersed myself in, educated myself on, and stuck with for the long term. It's an incredibly scary and exciting thing, honestly, to love something, to try it, to be willing to not be good at it for a while, and to learn to overcome the fear of failure and fear of what other people will think. Now, let's be honest, I am not there yet. I honestly don't know if anyone ever gets there where they no longer care at all about what anyone else thinks, and there's absolutely zero fear of failure. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know that you ever truly get to that point. But the difference is people that allow that fear to keep them from starting new things versus people that overcome that fear and find the courage to try anyways. That brings me to today's episode, courage versus confidence. Far too often we hear people talk about finding the confidence to try something new, overcome something, or put yourself out there. But confidence is not where this journey starts. Courage is. If we look in the dictionary, courage is the ability to do something that frightens you. And confidence is the feeling or belief that one can rely on someone or something. When you start something new, it is actually impossible to believe that you can rely upon it. You have no idea how it's going to turn out. You have no idea how it's going to be perceived. You have no idea if you're going to be good at it. Confidence comes with time. Confidence comes with repetition. Confidence comes with mastery. Confidence is not what gets you off the couch and gets you to start moving. If you're looking to harness confidence in what you're doing, you're going to feel paralyzed, or you're going to start and then stop because you realize that you're not a master at it at first, and it's going to shred that little bit of confidence that you were hanging on to. Guys, it's not about confidence. It's about courage, the ability to do something that frightens you. That is what's going to get you off the couch. That is what's going to get you to keep moving. That is what's going to give you the strength to keep going, even when you're not good at something or when you start to doubt yourself. Confidence is a lot like happiness. You feel it at different magnitudes during different times. And there are so many factors that influence the amount of confidence that you have at any given time. Courage is not dependent upon how you feel about yourself, what you're doing, or what current environment you're in. Courage is something you possess in the moment. It is what pushes you to take action. Courage gives you the ability to say that regardless of how I feel about myself or the outcome, I am willing to try this in order to move myself in the direction that I want to go. You're not just magically awaiting for confidence to appear one day. Instead, you are actively exercising courage in order to build your confidence. Whether it's starting your business, sharing your passion, being in a relationship, having an opinion on a topic, it doesn't matter what it is, finding the courage to pursue that thing is what starts to build confidence in that thing. Confidence comes from repeated experiences that build self-belief. It comes from a history of deciding to do things and then achieving those things. Those experiences are what builds confidence. Courage is what allows you to have those experiences. Confidence comes over time. Courage happens in a moment. So how do you find the courage to move towards things that you want in life? You practice. This paradigm shift was honestly monumental in my life. For so many years, I had all of these ideas, and my lack of confidence left me paralyzed or had me quitting things before I even got the chance to get good at them. I had no confidence in what I was doing because I had never done it before. How could I possibly have confidence in it? So I would often beat myself up over my lack of confidence or let my thoughts run wild and talk me into quitting before I even really got started. It was honestly a vicious cycle, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. Realizing that I needed to stop focusing on confidence and instead focus on finding the courage to try, it was honestly life-changing. That little voice inside of my head went from, you can't do this, you're never gonna be good at this, you have no idea what you're doing, people are gonna laugh at you, it's gonna be a failure. Instead, that voice turned into, it's okay that you don't know everything, but you're willing to try and you're willing to learn and you're gonna get better over time. Loving something is more important than caring what other people are gonna think about what you're doing. No one remembers how successful people started. So it's okay if you suck in the beginning. People only see the success anyways. They don't remember everything that happened in the very beginning. So just start, just try. It's okay. It's okay to fail. It's okay to try again. It's okay to fail again. It's okay to try again. At least you're trying, because every single time you try and every single time you fail, you get a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better at what you're doing. I had been making these podcast episodes and YouTube videos for about 3 months before I decided to put it out there to my personal network and kind of tell people about what I was doing. There were a few people that knew about what I was doing or had like seen it in, from a distance, kind of what I was doing, but I was so scared to talk about it on my personal social media, to really talk about it in social settings. I was just so scared about what other people would think. I was so scared about what they would think about my production, or what they would think about what I was saying, or what they would think about the quality of what I'm doing, or if they would just think it was stupid. Would people even listen to it? Like, I was so scared to put myself out there in that department. I kept telling myself I need to wait a little bit longer, just a little bit longer, because I need to make sure that my production is good enough. I need to make sure that my sound quality is good enough. I need to make sure that my topics are good enough. I need to make sure that this podcast is good enough before I show it to people. I was trying to force that confidence in what other people would think about what I was doing. And I had never even shown it to anyone. That's impossible. How can I possibly have confidence in what other people are going to think about something that I've never shown to other people? It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that at all. There was never going to come a time that I felt confident enough in what other people were going to think about something I had never given people the opportunity to see. I didn't need the confidence to showcase my work. I needed the courage. And one day I said, Maddie, you're doing it today. You are doing it today. Today is the day. And I hit post. And y'all, it was terrifying. I didn't know if people would laugh at me. I didn't know if people would judge the quality of my work. I didn't even know if anyone would listen to it or acknowledge it. I didn't know, but I did it anyways because I absolutely love this work. I absolutely love creating this content. I did it because I feel passionate about this work, and I know that deep down, this is what I want to do with my life. So if I didn't start showcasing my work, if I didn't start talking about it and telling people about what I was doing, I'm never going to be able to achieve my goals. I found the courage to share my work, even though it scared the crap out of me. Y'all, the reception was incredible. I received so many sweet DMs and text messages and people coming up and talking to me in person. It was honestly so incredible and so much more than I could have hoped for. And I'm honestly so thankful to each and every one of you that interacted with my content, that have kind words to say about my content. I am so thankful for each and every one of you. It means more to me than you can even possibly understand. So thank you very much. And it just goes to show that 99.999% of the time, the scenario that you make up in your head of what's going to happen when you do something is generally always 10 times worse than what reality has come your way. The confidence in what I am doing grows more and more and more with every piece of content that I make, every bit of research that I do, every kind word someone has to say to me. My confidence is growing, but my courage is active. Like I said, though, courage takes practice. I didn't just wake up one day and say, oop, there's my courage. Let's go use it today. No, it didn't work like that. I took baby steps leading up to that point. I found the courage to start job hunting again, even though I was scared to death no one was going to hire me. I found the courage to quit doing real estate because I didn't enjoy it, even though I was scared to death everyone was going to perceive it as failure. I found the courage to go audition for solid core instructor because I wanted to try something new, even though I had never led a fitness class before and I was scared to do the audition. I found the courage to quit drinking alcohol because I knew that it was an integral part of my personal development journey, even though I was scared I, was going to have no social life and may lose friends over it. I found the courage to commit to this personal development journey, even though I knew it was going to be uncomfortable and people might not understand it. I found the courage to accept the ending of a relationship in order to focus on myself, even though I wanted it so badly and I was scared to death I wasn't going to get over it. Think back on your life and all of the times that you were courageous. Even if you didn't know that you were being courageous in the moment, think think back about what got you to that point of action. I was afraid to do because, but I did it anyways because. Now think about your life right now. I am afraid to do because, but I'm going to do it anyways because. Courage comes in the form of so many things. Big, small, public, private. Start small in your courageous decisions and use those moments to build your confidence and watch what doors your courage allows you to walk through. Confidence is an incredible goal. There is a reason why it is one of the most heavily discussed topics in the world of personal development. But don't let your lack of confidence keep you from going after the things that you want in life. Remind yourself that confidence comes with time. It doesn't just appear because you say that you want to start doing something. Focus on finding your courage. Focus on exercising your courageous muscles and watch your confidence naturally build itself. Thank you guys so much for joining me on another episode of Do the Work with Madeline Hewitt. I genuinely enjoyed this episode. I hope that y'all enjoyed it as much as I did. As always, however you are choosing to consume this content, please be sure to like, comment, share, rate, follow, subscribe, do all of the things so I can continue to reach as many of you as possible and bring these episodes to you each and every week. Reminder to tune in this Friday. I will be dropping a extra special episode as I hit my 90-day mark on my alcohol-free journey in 2023. So be sure to tune in on Friday, and I will see you back next time.